Okay, boys and girls, so the homework for this week, your reading for the week is going to be The Gold Rush. So we're going to go ahead and read through this. Today is Monday, so I'm going to be working in a blue color. So let's go ahead and read. Remember, for Monday, you are to read. Let me get my blue. Oops, excuse me. Or that's purple. Okay. So for Monday, you are going to read and annotate for Monday. Okay, so this is the Gold Rush. Gold was discovered in California at John Sutter's sawmill on the American River in January of 1848. Sutter was a real adventurer. A native of Switzerland, he had come to New York in 1834. From there, he traveled to St. Louis, Santa Fe, the Oregon Territory, Hawaii, and Alaska before finally settling in California in 1839. The Mexican government gave Sutter almost 50,000 acres of land in the Sacramento Valley. Farming and trade made him rich. He built Fort Sutter near the Sacramento River. The fort had a flour mill and a bakery, a blacksmith shop, rooms for Sutter's workers and guests, a general store, and a saloon. Sutter's sawmill was about 45 miles east of the fort. James Marshall was Sutter's partner in the mill. Marshall was at work one day when, to his amazement, he noticed a yellow metal shining in some water. Was it gold? Marshall wasn't sure, so he rode back to the fort to show Sutter. Together they performed a few tests that seemed to confirm that the metal was gold. Sutter wanted to keep the discovery a secret. He feared that if he got out, the mill and his surroundings property would be overrun with people searching for gold. Sutter's fears were well founded. It was impossible to keep news of the discovery a secret. Soon the workers at Sutter's mill were looking for gold after work. Then the news spread to San Francisco. A newspaper owner went to Sutter's mill to check out the story. When he returned, he ran through the streets with a bottle filled with gold dust. Gold, gold, gold! From the American River, he cried. The great California gold rush was on. Over the next 6 years, 300,000 people came west, hoping to strike it rich. Okay, so remember, we are reading and annotating. So taking notes for each paragraph, what's going on in that paragraph in your own words. Okay, for this second part right here, we are going to look at factors and multiples. Okay, so for the first one, you're going to circle the numbers below, which are multiples of 4. Okay, so with this one, you're going to look at each of the numbers and ask yourself if they are a multiple of 4. So what I like to do is I like to say, okay, 4 times what equals 22? 4 times what? So if I know my 4s, I know that 22 is not a multiple of 4. So I'm going to go ahead and cross that out. Okay, 34. I'm looking at 34 now. 4 times what equals 34? 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 8 is 32. And 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, well, 34 is not a multiple. I know 32 is a multiple, so I'm going to go ahead and circle that. I know 28 is a multiple. I know that 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. That's not going to work out. And then 41 is not a multiple. And I know that 11 times 4 is 44. So I'm going to go ahead and circle it. Okay, for number 2, you're going to circle the numbers below, which are factors of 20. Okay, so since you do have a multiple choice, I would just say, okay, 1 times what equals 20? Well, 1 times 20. Okay, so that is a factor. Okay, 2 times what equals 20? 2 times 10. 2 times 11, that's 22. 2 times 10 is 20, so that's going to be a factor. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and go down the list. Okay, for this one, you're going to fill in the table. So you're given the number, and you're going to write yes if it's a multiple of 3, and if it is a factor of 36. So 15 is a multiple of 3, but not a factor of 36. 13, okay, is a multiple of 3. Now, if you realize already that 13 is a prime number. So it's going to be a no, okay, for the multiple of 3, and it's also going to be a no for the factor of 36. It is a prime number. Okay, so you're going to go down the list here. So you're going to look for it for 6. Is it a multiple of 3? Is it a factor of 36? For 10, multiple of 3, factor of 36. 4, 21, and 12. You're going to do that for all of the numbers. For number 4, which of the numbers below are prime numbers? Okay, so kind of think about what are the factors of these numbers. Okay, if you can think. And then can you find all 6 factors of 32? Can you find all 6 factors of 32? So think about what equals 32 and then find those factors. And then number 6, I am a multiple of 13. I am also an even number, less than 50. Who am I? So that's a little riddle, so you'll have to figure that out. Okay, and that is your homework for Monday.